A very good afternoon here at Havana Media. My name is Belinda Ashlin and this is the Chat Lounge. Anyway, on this particular space, we get to interact and have conversations on diverse field that includes lifestyle, education, empowerment, and definitely relationships. But on today's conversation, I would like to indulge you into the empowerment sector. I believe one of the things that we struggle with as young people is how to maneuver into corporate. I know the excitement of getting into corporate has always been the number one thing before you finish school, but how to go about it and how to maintain that particular space or position in corporate, and also how to climb the ladder is where we do not know how to go about it. So apparently one of the best speakers that we have here, that is Professor Fred Ogola, who is a strategist, a teacher by profession, and also an author. And let me just remind you, he is also a political enthusiast. He will be sharing with us some of the insights on how to maneuver corporate and how to go about it, and ensuring that you are one of the most outstanding individuals in that particular organization. So I hope you're going to love this conversation or the insights that is going to be sharing with you.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Just before I take this flight to Mombasa to go and do training for corporate leaders, I wanted to leave you the message that I've tried to prepare to give to this team of leaders, who most of them tell me that they are, whenever they go to a place of work, they find themselves to be the most dedicated people, the most hardworking of people, the most loyal people to the company, but their career do not grow as fast as the other counterparts. They say when they go to a place of work, they find their colleagues sitting in restaurants, taking tea and chatting. They see them walking and having a conversation. They see them driving in, driving out. They even wonder, what time do these colleagues of theirs work? But for them, they are always working late hours. Most of the work get pushed at them. They get most of the files to clear. They seem to be more concerned about working with customers, solving their problems. They seem to be more concerned about most of the corporate issues. They're working so hard. And also they are very dedicated. So they don't even feel like going to take tea in a restaurant. They see as a waste of time. They see talking to friends and networking to be a waste of time. They see that the most important thing to do is just get the work done for the company. Be there. You can die for the company. They find their career stagnating. They find their salary not going up. But their colleagues who come there, finding them there as their juniors, immediately their colleague steps on them and all of a sudden they are taken up. So what is wrong? I think that what is wrong is that you have to know that your dedication, your hard work and loyalty can only take you so far. They make you get a job, but they don't make you become a boss in a place of work. What are those things that can make you become a boss? First and foremost, you have to understand that politics trump performance. So if you are doing 80% of your time on work, that's performance, and putting 20% on politics, while the other colleagues are putting 80% of their work on politics, corporate politics, and then they are putting only 20% on work, they will become your boss. Because they are actually sitting some in a restaurant convincing their bosses that the work that is being delivered is them who has delivered. For you, no one knows that you are doing on that work. You are the one who knows you are the one working, but your boss does not know. Remember, the most important thing they use in corporate ladder, they kick downwards and they kiss upwards. So if you are coming closer to them, they kick you downwards and they kiss their bosses upwards. The more you kiss upwards, the more likely you can be promoted. What does kissing upward means? Showing that the results which have been reported to you who has done it. Showing that if a major client signed for a contract, you are the one who was negotiating behind the scenes. Showing that the employees who are working very hard, you are the ones actually who is helping them, coaching them and helping them. For you, you are working, you're not telling anybody you're working. No one knows how you're working. Remember, reporting technical work is so difficult. Salespeople tend to grow quickly because your sales revenue shows the figures you're bringing. But you're doing a technical work, for example, HR work, accounting works, finance work, operation work. It's not easy to explain how your operational work, technical work can contribute to the business growth. But sales and marketing people can show you in numbers because there are matrices which are very clear to measure. So if you're working on the technical part, you must do a bit of corporate politics to make this work. I don't like politics myself. Remember in Strathmore, I was among the best performers as a faculty there, as a staff, as an academic director. But I found myself in trouble with my bosses because my performance was high, but I was not very good in politics. So I don't like politics. But nevertheless, I'm telling you now, looking backwards, that had I been better in politics, I could have been at the Ecolon of the university because I became a director within just 1 year of my work in Strathmore. But maybe I was focusing, I was dedicated, I was hardworking, and I was actually focusing on delivering work to students. I never spent more time telling my bosses how much revenues were coming from me, how my students' happiness was because of me, how much graduation levels which were going up was because of my contribution. I never told them I used to be in the business school by 5 a.m. meeting students who found difficulty to graduate, helping them through how they can graduate quickly. But maybe my boss spent time explaining that to them. That's why they were looking much better. But then when I pulled out to discover Strathmore started having issues, remember, the September intake in Strathmore has been postponed to May. Why they are postponed it is most likely that the numbers are not showing up. Why is the number not showing up? Because students are not happy enough to be able to recommend other students to join the business school. So what I'm trying to tell you, you have to know that politics trump performance in a place of work. Secondly, when you're in a place of work and you want to grow your career, you must ensure that you are solving organizational problems which are important for the boss of your boss. When you're solving organizational problems which are important for the boss of your boss, also the boss of your boss need to know that are the ones who are the hard to be solving that problem. Remember that people who grow faster in their career, who become CEOs, reach the C-suite executive level, they tend to have solved more organizational problems faster than the ones who are just doing the normal work. Don't be involved too much in routine work. Routine work, your boss knows. He's the one who figured the structures, processes, systems out. So there is no contribution. But if there's a problem which is unique, which is exceptional, that bothers your boss, the boss of your boss, not your boss, because your boss wants to become the boss of your boss, but ensure you solve the problems of the boss of your boss. That's when you become your boss, because when your boss now becomes the boss of your boss. So you must ensure that you solve these problems that are actually teething issues to them. Thirdly, if you want to grow your career faster, develop what I call OCB, organizational citizenship behavior. Look like you are a citizen of that organization. Look to shape the culture and the values of that organization. Because sometimes the values that you have sometimes become more important in promotion than actually your techniques. You may find that somebody has been promoted because they seem to be the representative of the organizational values much more than actually being able to know how to do work. They know that those shows that you have good attitude, shows you understand the vision, mission of the organization. You become an OCB, organizational citizenship behavior. Tell people that's not how things work here. That's not how we do things here. You should always be seen to be saying this, because then they understand that you understand what is expected of you, you understand what the work environment can be, and that you understand also how things can be achieved. Don't just be focused on what to do, also be focused on how to do them. What do I mean? If your organization has something called excellence, so don't just do things, but do them excellently. If they believe you should do things in a teamwork, don't just deliver results, but deliver them using a team. So these are some of the things that can actually be able to make you grow your career faster. Then most likely network. Spend time networking with people outside. Remember the build what I call authentic friendship. Don't just have friends in a place of work that they are my friends, we laugh and take coffee. No. You must develop authentic leadership friends within your corporate ranks, because remember, your promotion decision will never be made in your presence. They'll be made outside the room. So do you have anybody inside the room that can lift their finger and say, Fred is the guy taking this job, Belinda is the person to take that job, or Boniface is the one who should take that job, or this job belongs to Juliet? If they are meeting in a room to make a decision on promotion, and nobody in that room can mention your name, you know you are out of the room. And when you're out of the room and no one in the room with your name, you are going nowhere. So ensure that you build authentic friends and authentic relationship. Someone who can stand for you. Someone who can speak positively about you. Not someone, immediately someone starts saying something negative about you, they join the discussion and add even more salt to it. But you should have somebody that when someone talks negatively about you, they should say, this is not Fred that I know, this is not Belinda that I know. If that is Boniface the way you think, that's not the Boniface I am aware of. I have worked with Juliet, I've worked with John. John doesn't behave like that. Let us have authentic friends. You better spend time with a few authentic friends than to spend a lot of time with very many fake friends, because fake friends hate you. They always tell things negative about you, but they laugh about you to get more information. They'll actually come talking to you more often so that they can get a lot from you, and they're actually looking for negative things, not positive. Anything positive they drop there. They look for what are the negative things about you they spread. Oh, today he said his wife slapped him. Oh, today he said, okay, his mother is not talking to him. So he said people don't like you. So ensure you build authentic friends, because authentic friends takes you to where you want to be. Let me leave you those words. Next time, we shall be talking about how can you be able to become a good leader once you have grown your career. Thank you.